So I heard Tony Clifton showed up yesterday.
He did.
So what was that like?
He tends to do that sometimes.
So I heard it was like mayhem everywhere.
It was, yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Pretty
crazy. Not something that was planned. I mean, if you were out in the lobby and saw the suits walking around, you'd know that.
Everybody was a little freaked out here.
I was a little freaked out. Yeah, it was pretty wild.
It's supposed to be an event down there, and this guy's tearing the whole place up.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I was talking to the director, Milos Forman, and he was saying that the most fun about this thing for him after he got
I'm not sure, by the way, that it was Bob after all.
It may not have been.
I don't think it was, actually. So I don't know what's going on.
Well, the whole making of this movie, you're not sure who anybody was.
I
Because
know, and
Milos
that's the
Forman
beauty
said,
of this.
Yeah.
It's like a big, huge question mark that everybody's left with, and you know what? You just got to be happy with that.
Did you know who you were going to work?
It's like
each
the
and every day?
Bible, you know what I mean? It's like you can't answer it completely. You can't really fully understand it, you know? I mean, you can interpret it however you want.
You have to have faith, they say.
Exactly. Have faith.
So when you went to work every day, did you know who you were every day?
Well, I wasn't there, so
See what I mean?
basically, I know it was a strange process. I came in a couple of times to do like telephone voiceovers because Andy and Tony thought it was beneath them.
Oh,
So
there you go.
Andy was busy meditating.
Well, the director was saying when Tony came to work sometimes, he had to really get tense with him. He said sometimes he had to kick a little butt.
Oh yeah. It was strange. The first time Milos met Tony was in the makeup trailer, and he got really yelled at badly. And he called me on the weekend. He was sent out of the trailer with his hands in the air and how can I work like this, that kind of thing. And he called me on the weekend. He said, Jim, I've never been intimidated by another man. I'm intimidated by Tony. I don't know how to direct him, like that. And I said, well, should we fire him? I mean, maybe we should, can these two, and I'll just come in and do an impression.
Oh, you're beautiful.
It was amazing.
You're the last guy in the world that needs 3 or 4 more personalities.
I know, really. But you know what was so great about this, more so than anything I've ever done before, is that because I was living in these characters, it was a complete vacation for myself, and I wish the whole world would try it sometime. Just go out for a day, put a beard on, affect an accent, and go around life and convince people that you are this person, and you will be absolutely free from all your concerns, all your, everything. It was just so freeing, but hard to come back from as well. It was like, it took a good month till I kind of like focused and figured out what I liked and what I believed anymore, and all that. It was strange.
Could that be a bit because, like, doing what you do and what you've done, you always please people. You've made a great career out of pleasing people.
Absolutely.
Andy didn't give a doggone whether he pleased anyone or not.
Yeah.
So is that the part?
Well,
that
that's kind of like maybe a bit of a fallacy,
Is it?
because there's a pleasing everyone in an obvious way, and then there's a wanting to be thought of as different, which is the same. It's still a kind of acceptance, a kind of like, well, he's a genius, kind of thing. And we're all motivated by some kind of search for love, and admiration of some kind.
So what was that like at your house just before you're getting ready to do this? I mean, looking at your mirror, putting these faces together and all that, becoming these other characters.
Well, the thing is that I really kind of worked in another way this time. It was a real person with a real history, with real facts and things that I could go on, rather than a blank canvas and trying to like splash some paint on it and see what I could come up with. And it was so fascinating to me. It was like being a detective.
Yeah.
It really was. It was like going everywhere he went and meeting all the people in his life and reading between the lines and trying to figure out their motivations for what they might be telling me.
Do you understand him after all this?
I understand him a bit, I think.
Yeah.
I think I understand him pretty good.
Yeah.
And basically he was a person who wasn't accepted. He was alienated from the get-go. Yeah. Wasn't exactly what Daddy expected, and wasn't part of the club. And that's the main thing about Andy. He wasn't part of the club. He was different. And so he created his own club with a very limited admission. I mean, it was it was a way of saying like, okay, I have something special over here, but you can't handle it.
Yeah.
You don't have the training.
Wow.
It's in my hand, but if you see it, you'll go blind.
In an odd kind of way, he may be nominated for some awards this year.
I hope so. I hope, Andy gets his full due, because he didn't get it when he was alive.
You were terrific, man. Thanks.
Thanks.
Really good.
All right.